Hi guys, welcome to Comfort Life Channel. I'm so happy to see you here today. In this video, we are going to discuss the signs of the dehydration. So basically water and why water is so important. Water is our everything, but so often we actually forget about it. Let us start by considering the fact that we do thrive on water. Unfortunately, many people, they spend days being dehydrated. There are many reasons to that fact. First of all, it is really hard to tell when your body is dehydrated. Plus, people don't normally know the amount of water that they need to drink daily. And of course, they don't pay attention to pretty common signs that your body is trying to tell you that you need to drink a little bit more water throughout the day. My first strong recommendation will be for everyone, first of all, to calculate the amount of water that you need to drink daily. Well, it is generally agreed today that the simple formula is to divide your total weight by 2, and that will be roughly the amount of ounces of water that you need to drink daily. And then, of course, you will need to make sure that you're drinking this water throughout the day. Well, actually, my suggestion is to just stick to a simple schedule. For me, for example, when I wake up, I drink 3 glasses of water on an empty stomach before having any breakfast. You can also check out the Killer Morning Habit. It's my video where I talk a little more about this really good habit for everybody. And then I take a glass or a couple of glasses every half an hour before meals or 30 to 45 minutes after meal. You never should take water together with the dinner, breakfast, or whatever it is, unless it is some herbal tea. So this way you are strictly on a schedule. And for me personally, it is easier to drink water throughout the day rather than drink lots of it at night when you're at home and you actually remember about that, because you don't want to end up running to the bathroom when it's time for you to go to sleep, and you don't want to add that extra puffiness in the morning when you wake up. I have also seen what people do, they take 4 bottles. Let's say you're supposed to drink 2 liters a day, and they take 4 bottles 16 ounce each, and they put numbers on it, and it means that they need to drink this bottle of water every 3 hours, or just they need to make sure that they end up with the empty bottles by the end of the day. So basically it's up to you. You can be creative as much as you want. Most likely the amount of water that every person needs to drink, it varies from person to person. It definitely depends on your age, on your height, on your weight, on the climate, because you might live in really humid climate and thus you need more water throughout the day. And it also depends on the activity level, because every time you exercise or you're very active, you definitely need sometimes even double that amount of water. Add to that the spicy and salty foods that you eat and coffee that you drink also makes your body be dehydrated more, so you need to add up some water to your daily routine as well in this case. All in all, just always long for 1 more glass of water throughout the day. So now let's talk about the signs that your body is trying to send you right away once you have even mild dehydration. So one of the most common signs is a headache. It might sound weird, but your body is constantly losing fluid. And together with that fluid, it's losing many important salts like sodium and potassium, because basically they are in the fluids that you're losing. The salt loss actually changes the chemical makeup of your blood, and your brain in turn is super sensitive to that change. That sensitivity is basically causing the headache. This makes a lot of sense, and your headache might even become worse depending on the amount of water that you're losing. The more water you lose, the more your blood volume drops, and it causes less oxygen flow to your brain. That in turn causes the blood vessels to dilate, and this can even make your headache stronger. It can make it worse. So not enough amount of water equals the headache. Mild dehydration is always something that is really hard to define, because during mild dehydration you don't even feel thirsty, but it can already end up in you losing the concentration. It adds up some anxiety and stress, and also it makes you feel tired. So anytime you feel tired, drink water. As for the headache, I always remember my grandma's advice when she used to say that every time you feel that you start having a headache or you have a headache, drink 2 glasses of water, and that could definitely help. Because if that's the headache caused by the dehydration, you will solve that problem right away. The next sign might be a little bit personal, and it is going to be the color of your urine. So please don't take this as something gross, but this is actually true because your urine is over concentrated with waste. So then every waste is supposed to be flushed out of the body. So if your body is dehydrated, that process is really hard to perform. And it means that the urine stays in your body and all that waste stays in your body for longer, and that causes the color of the urine. The next and the third sign actually is very close to the previous one, and it's supposed to be you're feeling constipated. Well, totally the reason is absolutely the same. Every type of waste is supposed to be flushed out. When your body is not getting enough amount of water, which is extremely important for the waste in your colon to be flushed out, you will end up being constipated. And if you read any advices that can help you out with that condition, the first and the easiest will be to drink enough amount of water throughout the day. And again, the killer morning habit to start your day with glasses of water, like 2 glasses of water, preferably warm, will be the best to solve that problem. So as you see, being dehydrated, especially if you have mild dehydration, is so hard to define. So definitely the easiest way for you is just to prevent this from happening. I know that for many people, drinking water, maybe like, 32 ounces of water throughout the day is a hard task, but trust me, I used not to drink water at all, and then when I started, it became a habit for me, and now I definitely depend on that. Everything comes with a habit. I've heard that you need like 14 days for something to become a habit. So I think it's the time for you to start. Add to that, there are many ways to make your water taste nice and taste really delicious. You could add flavored ice cubes, you could add a splash of juice, you could infuse your water with herbs and fruits, you could buy water infuser. Just never leave your house without a glass of water. And let's say if you're doing some work at your desk and you know it's gonna be either for the whole day or for a couple of hours, always have water next to you and sip it slowly. What I've noticed is that if you have a bottle of water next to you, it doesn't really look appealing and you don't want to drink that, and it doesn't happen that easy unless you have the water in the glass. That really makes the things, go way much faster. And the only probably disadvantage here is that you don't want to spill that water on the table, but if you're careful enough, that's a pretty good advice to follow. Furthermore, we should always remember that every time we exercise, we need to drink more water than people who are not exercising or they're not that active. Every time you're consuming alcohol, you also need to drink 1 glass of water per drink. If that's a glass of wine or if that's a shot of something, always drink a glass of water after it or in between the drinks, because while drinking alcohol, your body is, dehydrated twice more. So you don't want to end up with a headache or hangover in the morning, because that's one of the most important reasons. And if you drink all that water in the morning, it definitely won't do the trick. So just try to be hydrated in between the drinks, and then you will be feeling really way much better. And one should note that eating water-rich foods also increases and helps you to take more water. All this seems to confirm the idea of the importance of water in our life. Doubtless, proper hydration is the priority goal for everyone to feel and look the best. Please never forget to listen to your body, because it's always talking to you. And try all the tricks I've listed above and pay attention to all the signs I've spoken about, and I hope you will definitely feel all the benefits of it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Put the thumbs up if you like it, subscribe to my channel. I wish you to stay happy and healthy.